This is something I found when I was writing my book, The Art of Inspiration. If you're described by universal positive attributes, you become a source of inspiration. And we're not taught how to do this. These are non-verbally generated. Think about your nonverbal communication as the words people use to describe who you are. The climate of this school district, the climate of this building is determined by what the kids describe the adults with. What words are the kids describing all of the adults in the school with? That is the climate of the building. Do you want to go to work at Chick-fil-A? A place that feels like Chick-fil-A. That is what Chick-fil-A does. In 1991, by spring of my first year, after I found out my why, I was reading this pocket Bible, which is older than a lot of y'all in here. And I made it my goal to be these words. Most of y'all know where these words come from. The tub of letters I just showed you. The kids are writing letters to me, and they're using these words to describe who I am. In 1989, a little ditty in my head said, start writing down these phrases I'm thinking of. I wrote this down before I even knew what I was going to be. And isn't this the role of a teacher? This book contains hundreds, I think over 965 phrases I've written down, and most of them deal with joy. But this is the first thing, I just started thinking of these things up. And this is pretty powerful. I read back through this and I see how these phrases have come to fruit in my life. Most of them talk about joy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you generate joy with the kids, you're in this career for the long haul. Your job will generate joy if you do it right. This is taken at a summer camp I worked at for 19 summers. I was a camp photographer, and I took pictures of the happiest moments of a kid's life. And it was amazing. This camp was special. Okay? And that book, that journal, I think, is over 100 phrases of how joy is generated. And it happens when kids describe you and who you are. This is an amazing diagram I wrote. Where do all the arrows start? You got to figure out how to love the kids. And once you do that, look at that. All those other descriptors are going to happen in your life. And where do all the arrows end up with? They end up in joy. To the kids that are looking at this, when you get older, you want to be doing this. You want to have a job where this is happening in your life. Because if your job is generating joy, your life will have meaning and purpose. This is huge. And we non-verbally generate these to the kids. If this happens in your career, you're teaching these kids something that far exceeds the academic goals of your teens. And I guarantee you, when they're inspired to believe, growth mindset happens. This is the genesis of growth mindset. If you want to learn how to get your star scores up, it starts with this. If you inspire a kid to believe, their growth mindsets. I've had kids go from 30% on star up to 70s and 80s, doubling their star score because they believe. And are we taught how to inspire kids? And it's the greatest thing. That's my mission in life now, is to spread this to educators so that you will impact the kids of your community. Because I've seen this happen in my career, and I want to empower you with the ability to do this. This is why we're in education. We're in education to give our kids hope. Every single one of you in here can end up being this person. This was drawn on the back of one of my test answer sheets. This is within your power if you do this. When you inspire kids to believe, you'll be superheroed like this. And I've had a blessed career, and I don't want to leave the classroom. I'm still in the classroom. And I love what I do because I know I make a difference in the kid's life. Lastly, I'll leave you with this image. All of you in here have the power to make these kids believe. You all have the power to become sources of inspiration. And you are going to succeed at this. Remember, you are amazing. You were created to do wonderful things, and always believe. Thank you so much for being a great audience.